Ritz-Carlton, which is an all-inclusive property, food, drinks, everything's included. Transfers, taxes, gratuities, everything, $347 per person. Now, I was showing this to one of my friends, and my friend told me they wanted to go home and do research on the trip. So we've actually done research for you on every single trip. This is Expedia. Who's heard of Expedia before? Anybody? So this is Expedia. I mean, this is the Ritz-Carlton, the same dates and everything. Per couple on Expedia, it costs $1,617. Now, our price was $347 a person, which is $694 per couple. So on this one trip, you're saving $1,000 off the best online price, which is 60% off. On these trips, I'm going to share with you, you save anywhere from 25% all the way up to 75% off, which is pretty cool. This is another one going to Vegas. Anybody likes Vegas? So going to Vegas, 5 day, 4 nights at the Luxor. This includes show tickets and dinner for two, around $200 per person. Punta Cana, 8 days, 7 nights is at the 5-star Hard Rock Resort. I personally been on this trip twice. I mean, this property is unbelievable. I'll let you do this presentation for a church out in Winston-Salem for their couples ministry. And there was a couple who just got back from their honeymoon at this property. They told me they spent more than that price per day when they were there. The whole trip for us was only $460 for the whole trip, and our company threw in a $1,500 resort credit at the property. Now, it's already all-inclusive, so we used that for excursions, for massages, and things of that nature, which was a lot of fun. Going to Cancun, 5 day, 4 nights at the Moon Palace. A lot of us just got back from this trip. We had an absolute blast. We had over 2,800 people from our travel club on this vacation, on this trip. I was actually looking at on Facebook, and I saw we actually set a Guinness Book of World Records with that trip. The most people going on one trip at one time. So we're actually, a picture of us was on Times Square with that award. So I mean, we're doing stuff. I mean, we're starting to get now, I mean, nationwide known, and they threw in a $750 resort credit. I know Shelly, she actually was at this property. I know myself, I mean, Dr. Pat, a lot of us was there. This year's another one in Greece, 8 days, 7 nights, 4-star, $150. I mean, I flew in today, and I'm trying to find hotel rooms for tonight, and I'm downtown by, what's that called, the Miracle Mile, the area, I mean, Magnificent Mile, and I'm calling the high end, and I mean, it's like $350 for tonight to stay. And this is 8 days, 7 nights going to Greece, $150. So again, have an absolute blast doing this, and this is the home run. We do a $69 cruise every single month. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, $69 cruise, you know, I was like, yeah, right. You know, is it like one way out and I got to swim all the way back? Am I going to be on there cleaning up on the boat? Am I throwing coal in the fire? Am I going to be on Uncle Billy's boat? I mean, like, what's really going on for $69? But see, most of us, when we go on a cruise or when we go on a trip, guess what? We only buy one cabin or one room. See, last year, just with Royal Caribbean alone, bought around 6,000 cabins. So by us buying so much of it in bulk, we're then able to pass the savings on to our members. That's how we're able to get these prices. Just like Sam's Club. When you go down to the gas station down the street, it costs $1.50 a bottle. You go to Sam's Club to get a whole case on for around $5. Same concept, we're just doing it with vacations. And by the way, $600 cruise, this does not include the tax and port fees. I've been on over 8 of these now. I paid anywhere from $99 to around $287, depending on where you port out of, where you can include tax and port fees and everything. So again, I mean, these prices are phenomenal what we have. This is our Dream Trip Promise. If you ever book a vacation with us and within a week you go to another website and you find a better deal, what we do is we refund you your money back and the company actually sends you on the trip for free. So when I saw that, when I was sitting in your seats, when I was looking at the presentation myself, to me that was just a no-brainer. Because I'm thinking basically what they're saying is they're going to guarantee you get the lowest fare for your trip. So to me that makes sense. This is your own travel website that we give you. We have a lot of, business professionals. We have a lot of companies. Top, 50, top 100 companies that actually buy this membership. A lot of individuals. They buy this membership just to have their own travel website, because the thing is this: who in the room, by show of hands, either yourself or you know someone that goes online and book flights, hotels, car rentals? We all do. We're doing it all the time. We're booking flights, hotels, car rentals. And see, I found out travel is a commissionable good. So when you're booking through Travelocity and Expedia and Orbitz, guess what? They're making a commission off of what you're booking. So when I saw this personally, I was sitting there thinking, if I'm going to book a flight and hotel, why wouldn't I want to make the commission back myself? again, if I'm going to book it, why not? So I decided I wanted to buy this program, literally just for this website alone. Now, this is our earlier price pledge. If you ever book a flight or hotel through your own website, and within 24 hours you go to Expedia or Travelocity and you find a better deal, what we do is we actually match the difference by 150%. So again, what they're saying is you're going to be guaranteed to get the lowest fare when you book. So I love that about the program as well. Now, I had no idea how the whole timeshare program worked, but I did know my godmom, she spent around 20 or 30 grand on a timeshare. And so, there's a company out there called RCI Wyndham. They're the largest timeshare company in the world. They told us over 70,000 of their weeks they go unused. So people spend the 10, 20, 30, 40 grand for the 1 week, and we found out the weeks don't even, be used. So what they do is they actually give us access to those unused weeks. And instead of having to spend the lump sum of 20, 30 grand, you can just pay a couple $100 for the week that you want to go. So this is one right here going to Florida, sleep 6 people for the whole entire week, $299. Now that's not per person, that's for the entire week. I have some friends, they don't put 6 in the room, they put 16. So, they drive the cost down real low. This is another one right here going to St. Martin. Sleep 6 people for the week, only $399. Now, one of my friends, he's very entrepreneurial. He invited 2 other couples to go on this trip with him as well. And he actually charged each couple $399, to them to go. So, he made a little chump change on that deal, right? He made a little chump change on that whole deal. So again, it's your membership, and this is the last part here. This is like the common sense part. It's called dining and entertainment. So not only when you vacation and when you leave town, you're able to save money. You can save money here locally in the town you live in Hollywood, in Napersville. Places here in Chicago. Also, when you go to California, go to Vegas, all the 50 states, you can just type in the zip code of where you are, and you can just save money on eating out. Fast food, fine dining. Some are local chains, also some are national chains. Entertainment, going to the movies, going bowling. Things you're going to do already. The oil change, dry cleaning. Going to the gym. You can just save money on things locally here in town. So again, the membership just makes sense. This is your Dream Trips Mall, and what we do is we give you access to over 1,200 stores online. So you get access to over 1,200 stores online that you can shop like Target and Walmart and Best Buy. For example, I was going to buy my Mac computer anyway. So I walked into Best Buy, the computer cost $12.99. I actually went online and the computer cost $10.99. Of course, what do you think I'm going to buy my computer? I'm going to buy it online through my own website. And not only save money when I do it, also too, you can see I'm able to earn the travel rewards, which is actually money for your future trips. So the program, they thought of so much stuff with this membership, and it just makes sense to have access to what we're able to do with these prices. So when I saw all the stuff that they give you through our membership, just to have your own travel website, I was thinking, how much money would that cost? Probably, tens of thousands of dollars to build a website and have the technology, the global highways, the concierge service, the coupons that you can use now, and also the mall. When I was thinking it was going to cost a couple of $1,000s to get access to it, because I knew my godmom, she spent 20 grand on a timeshare. She lives in Ohio. I knew she spent 20 grand on a timeshare, so I was thinking of all that stuff, how much did it cost? When I saw that it cost less than my iPhone, $199 one time, lifetime membership. There are no annual renewals. There are no contracts involved. So one thing I saw that I was like, this is a no-brainer to pay $199 one time, $55 a month for your membership. That runs and does their hosting, that does all the access services, all your accounting, it tracks everything for you. Who goes to your website, tracks your commission. You cannot run a lemonade stand off of $55 a month. The lemons will cost more, when you think about it from that perspective. But $199 one time, $55 a month. To me, it was a no-brainer to get access to this membership. Now, they went overboard when they brought up this, and it's called Refer 4, Pay No More. So if you refer this membership to 4 people, because they're using the same platform as Facebook and Twitter. Who's heard of Facebook? Am I here? Yeah. And so you think about Facebook, everything is word of mouth. So they're using the same platform as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, everything being word of mouth, where if you refer the membership to 4 people and they buy the membership off of your referral, they actually waive your monthly fee every single month. Now, you don't have to get 4 people every month. As long as you have 4 active customers, they'll waive your fee every single month. Now, for me personally, I will pay the $55 a month every single month because of the value that we receive through our membership. But I do have a motto in my life, and that motto is, if it's free, it is for me. So I'm all about, getting access to the program from that perspective. So now that's our membership. Now I'm sort of talking about how we market the membership with our strategies. And this is the thing now. I mean, I travel all over the world now talking about having a plan B. And if you think about it, it makes sense to have a plan B because most of us, we have a plan B just at different things. We have car insurance. That's a plan B. That's a just in case. Homeowners insurance. I have an insurance on my iPhone in case I drop it and the screen breaks. But most people, they don't have a just in case on their income. And if you don't have the income, you don't have the car, you don't have the house, and neither do you have the phone. So it definitely makes sense to have a plan B. This is a little bit about my story. This is where I used to be. I used to be the hardworking employee. I mean, I used to work literally like a slave. I'm working 6-7 days a week, working 12 to 14 hours every single day. At my job, there was always a ceiling on my income. I can only make so much money in a year because I only had so much time in a year, to put in. So I always wanted to become my own CEO, always wanted to become my own boss, always wanted to be able to look a boss in the mirror. And because of this company, it actually allowed me to go out and do that. So in the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, have you read the book? This is a real quick review. Robert Kiyosaki talks about there are 4 ways that people earn a living in America today. The first way is the employee. That's where I was. I used to exchange my time for money. I go to work, I show up, I clock in, I start getting paid, I leave work, clock out, I stop getting paid. At my job, they pay me for my time of me being there present. The second type of person says, I don't want to be a hardworking employee, I'm going to go out and start my own small business, or they become a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist. I have a lot of my friends, believe it or not, they go out and start their own small business, but guess what? They tell me they don't own the business owns them. I mean, they're spending all their time there at their job, and things of that nature. And so, also too, I meet a lot of doctors and dentists through this program. They say, Carlos, even though I'm a doctor, they tell me, they say, guess what? They say, I'm still exchanging time for money. They say, even though I'm a doctor, if I'm not seeing patients every single day, they tell me, they say, guess what? I'm not getting paid. Robert Kiyosaki recommends the bottom 2. The B stands for big business. That's where your income is not dependent off of what you do. Your income is dependent off of what a team of people do. And then the I stands for investor. That's you having your money work hard for you. Believe it or not, most people in life, they're trying to get ahead in life by themselves. But I found out wealth building is a team sport. You must be surrounded with a team of people. And so in the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he has this chart right here. And this really caught my attention because I started reading this and I saw that 5% of the wealth is on this side of the quadrant, but this is where 95% of the population is. But now see over here, this is where 95% of the wealth is, but only 5% of the population is over there. Why is that? The reason why that is because they don't teach finances in school. You learn finances from your parents. Most parents tell their kids, go to school so you can get a degree, so you can get a good job. I mean, I was over in Africa and I said the same thing, and guess what they said too? Job. I mean, everywhere I go in the world, that's what parents teach their kids. One thing about me, when I met that guy in California who was extremely successful, he didn't teach his kids that. From when they were getting high, he taught his kids there's only 2 ways you become wealthy in America today. Number 1 is having people working with you. Number 2 is having your money working for you. See, when I heard him say that, it was a little bit out of the box, thinking-wise, because my parents didn't teach me that. But I saw his lifestyle, I saw the life that he was living, so I decided to take his advice and do that. And so, this is, one of my friends, he did with his parents when he went to school. He got 1 degree, he got his bachelor's, and he ended up going to school and getting his master's. And so this is, who's heard of Sally Mae before? So some of y'all don't like Sally Mae, still to this day. This is Sally Mae right here. He got his master's degree. He ended up totaling $86,000 for his master's degree going to school. He graduated in 1994. And so he's been paying around $400 every single month towards his student loans. When I did the math, looking at today, about 18 or so years, he's paid around $108,000 towards his student loans. Let's see how much does he owe today. Today he owes $82,508. So out of the $108,000 that he paid towards his student loans, only $4,000 went towards the principal. The other $104,000 went towards interest. Think about that. See, I always tell people when you look at this, don't think about it just you, because maybe you're already, extremely successful. Maybe you're already making all the money that you want to make. But think about how many people can you help with another vehicle. And that's what we teach people now, because if most people had an extra $200, extra $300, extra $400 a month coming in, that would change their situation